Hey, howdy cowdies. Hope you're going good. Bloody hell, we've been busy. You'll see. We got another ripping auction this week. How cool's a little 1930s little gully perfume bottle. Little pair of hallmark sterling silver salt and peps. Really sweet little hand-painted Chinese porcelain little sort of cup and saucer. And you got two pairs of the Norwegian silver-topped and enamelled salt and peps. Really nice 9-carat gold sort of collar necklace in 3 sort of pieces. You can see the joins there. Alright, then we've got some nice little, really like that little lanyard off to the left with the Bakelite sort of grapes or whatever they are down the bottom there. Cameos, we've got some nice cigar and cigarette holders. I think the little one in front might have a little 9-carat gold rim on it. And we've got another nice little group lot up the top there with some carved non-composite items. A little perfume bottle with a silver collar. That little Scottish Thistle perfume bottle's really sweet as well. Alright, then we've got heaps of cool furniture and stuff. Really nice little Victorian cedar kitchen chiffonier. Really cool little kids elm Windsor high chair. The little legs on the front are a little bit wonky. Really nice big pair of doors as well with all the sort of 9 glazed panels. Lovely little Victorian lamp with that sort of overlay bowl. Beautiful big brass arts and crafts sort of fuel bucket. I think it might be blackwood, I'm not sure, but it might also be oak. The nice big dumb waiter with a nice little carved mirrored back section on it. And we've got a ripping little arts and crafts brass hanging lantern. This just needs to be sort of, the cord needs to be pulled through. He should be able to sort of screw back, and it's been converted from an old gasolier. Alright. He's cool, the old red payphone. Got another lovely little drop-side Sutherland table. Really nice 3-piece Victorian sort of green cased glass oil lamp. So this middle font here lifts out of this as well. And how nice is the lovely little arts and crafts little shaving stand. That little drop-down drawer. It's got a nice little brass badge on the back from Buckley and Nuns. It's just a ripper of a little bit. Lovely little sewing box. Really nice little Victorian music Canterbury with the walnut veneer. There's a little bit of damage on some of the fretwork. And there is a fretwork panel to go here. And there it is in there. There's a little bit of damage on that. Alright. But even without that fretwork panel, it doesn't look wrong, you know. What else? Another nice cake stand. A Japanese lacquerware. We've got these 2 lovely Victorian, again, walnut veneer, the sort of music cabinets for pianola rolls or something like that. And they're both on wheels, and the one over the back there's got a little drawer, but it's got nothing inside it. Alright, they're just lovely with all the inlay and all the rest. And the lovely little Victorian cedar open shelf. Really nice big Coalbrookdale style. It's heavy and cast iron, but I don't think it's as old as a Coalbrookdale one is. He's just a ripper. He's in great condition. What else have we got? Another little music Canterbury down here. All right, with a little pedestal, but we did notice that there is a little column you can see missing. One of these. Shit, you can't see, it's too dark. But one of these little bits is missing from the one down the back. So we put it with that nice little pedestal or stand. Mid-century style floor lamp. Nice box of sort of EP cruets and serving gear and brushes and knife stands and salt and peps and all sorts of stuff. Box of tools. There's a funny little Stanley plane in there. Alright, then we've got some little sort of modern sort of arts and crafts style little fold-out sort of games table with a nice old gypsy table and that nice lamp with the carved base. So that's a nice little group. Group lot of mixed items. You've got old soft drink crates, old travel bag. There's an old Salter scales in the back there and a nice fan. Some toy slot cars and half a space shuttle. Old radio. This is nice. The prize dripstone water filter made in Melbourne. It's got the little filter in it, but you can see there's damage and a bung. Oops, shit, there goes the bung. But on the back here is a nice little impress stamp saying made by Cornwells. Alright, let's bung the bung back in. There we go. Nice big retro sideboard. And I'll try and get that out of the way. Here's the ripper with the sort of cupboards and drawers. Oh shit, you can't see, it's too dark. And it's a nice big mid-century 1970s sideboard with that sort of faux wood grain laminate. There you go, you'll be able to see it better up here. Yeah, it's a nice big thing. It's in good nick. We've got tools and saws and drill presses and old cameras and new cameras and all sorts of stuff in there. Nice big pine trunk with a couple of ammo crates and some old enamelled saucer light shades. I know it's not the easiest to see. Been bloody busy today. How nice is this big Art Deco plaster panel? Not sure where it's from or what exactly was its intended purpose. We've had fun trying to figure it out though, but it's just a ripper, lovely big piece. There's a couple of little chips and stuff here and there, but it's not too bad, all things considered. You got some nice brass oil lamps, hanging lamps, converted lamps, lamp shades, nice little sort of fuel box, little fireside fuel box we think. All right, big lot of promotional CDs. So a lot of these were not for sale. UMI, there's all sorts of good stuff. The Black Sorrows, there's some obscure stuff as well. Crucified, Keith Urban, more Keith Urban, but yeah, they're all promotional CDs and stuff like that, all not for sale. These are nice little sort of corner cabinets. One of them's missing a little bit of sort of stuff. You can see it's missing these little bits off the back, but they're just lovely. Really nice little things. All right. Group 3 boxes of mixed items and some nice quality EP, little egg cruet and warmers, and all sort of depression glass and carnival glass. Some of the Mary Gregory's got a little bit of damage. That's why it's in the box. It's a shame that the Wedgwood's got damage as well. It would have been a nice bit. What else have we got? Nice 3-fold or 3-wing mirror. Fold up chairs. Another nice water filter, the New Star. There you go. I think made in England. It's just a ripper with a little tap in the lid and the filter inside it. We've got a nice Edwardian chaise down the back. Funny little sort of drop front cabinet with a mirrored back in it, but it's quite nice with these sort of lovely carved and shaped legs. Plasterware figures. Got another nice little one in amongst. She's been repainted, but the other two are pretty good original ones. And then we've got a nice sort of Barley Twist 1930s 2-tier stand. Nice little sort of, I think, Sheraton or Regency style little desk is really quite cute. This is nice as well, little sort of tall boy chest, but all the drawers have got little hinged drop fronts on them, so maybe for sheet music, something like that. Another nice Edwardian chaise, it's in really good condition. Nice little Dexter rocker. Another really nice little rosewood sort of Victorian Barley Twist stand. There's a couple of little splits you can see here and there, but it's not too bad. And this is really nice, lovely sort of little arts and craftsy sort of table. Got a nice little badge underneath, purchased from the Mutual store in Melbourne, which was the first ever department store in Melbourne. There we go. We've got more nice stuff, fold over, sort of Tudor style games table with the felts in good condition, but it's a bit different being blue. Nice big Barley Twist pedestal, nice little Barley Twist milking stool. Kingston Town. Apparently you can't win from here. Another nice bit, the pedestal, Majolica, probably a Wadgie. There's a little bit of damage. Nice big Victorian mirror. Another nice big Victorian mirror. Another nice Victorian whatnot with the inlaid shelves and those lovely Barley Twist columns. Speaking of Barley Twist, 2 Victorian sort of brass Barley Twist lamps. That nice opalescent shade. That one, so you can see one at that little glass panel there has cracked in half. Another lovely brass converted oil lamp with that beautiful sort of Vaseline and ruby glass shade on it. We've got some more nice light shades. Big hanging macrame. I'm guessing it's a sort of plant holder. All right, nice little sort of letter sorting slot. And what else? We've got another lovely little drop side table, and it's got a faux drawer up one end. That's the real drawer up that end. Big picture frames, a ripper. Cool little sort of vintage radio with that nice little palm tree scene under the lid with some carved figures and a couple of nice old travel bags as well. The old TAA. Another nice white strip stone water filter on a nice big stand. No bung. Nothing inside. Alright, there's boxes of glass and crystal and stuff. 2 boxes of camera gear. Alright, some toys and gollies. Some nice light shades. Alright. And then we've got boxes of art and other reference books. What else have we got? Some more nice Victorian oil lamp bases and some more nice shades. All sort of nice Vaseline glass. Good collection of sort of die-cast scale models. Ferraris, Chevys, Jaguar E-Type, a Bugatti racer. And there's some more in that box as well. That little Rolls Royce is a radio. All right. And then we've got a nice big shelf lot of sort of Continental and other china and glass. So Rosenthal, Villeroy and Bock, Orifice. And this is another nice group lot of quality china. Again, Continental and English. I think the Majolica plate Gail said was Minton. But there's more nice Rosenthal and Hammersley and other stuff like that. Oh, what else have we got? This is a good little group lot. You've got a nice Ladro Neo stuck. You've got this fantastic little retro part Wedgwood tea set with the poodle and the little house on one side. So you got the teapot, the creamer, 1 cup and about 6 saucers. But then there's a nice little double-sided Tony Woods teapot and a nice bit of Diana and that nice little Victorian piece. So that's a good little box lot, that. Ollie has new James Dixon cutlery. Cool little funny little intercom sort of phone we put with a nice little sort of wind-up little box. And some brassware, the inkwell. This is a nice trivet with a tiger and those nice claw feet. And this was a nice signed, I think, letter opener or something like that. Anyway, a couple of Ned Kellys. You got the nice sort of faux porthole mirror with this nice little sort of carriage lantern. Another nice collection of Victorian and other glass. You've got Victorian ruby glass. That needs to be in an Epergne or something like that, I think. Another nice bit of Bohemian, the big Chinese vase over the back, but the hand-painted Victorian milk glass bowl. All right, and flash cut. Old Playboy magazines. There's some more good promotional CDs in amongst here. Beastie Boys, no doubt. There's some cool sort of hard-ons. Massive Attack. Bit of Def Leppard, bit of Bush. Pearl Jam. Bit of Bob Marley. There's heaps of cool stuff in there. Faith No More. Some more good jewellery. And we've got some nice pictures this week. Little Pat Reynolds is a ripper. This Max Casey's Still Life. That's an absolute cracker of a bit. It's called Shadows and Reflections or something like that, and it makes sense. That's a ripper of a really nice example of his work. You mainly see landscapes. It's nice to see a big still life. Nice little pair of circa 1900 oil paintings. They're probably the Blue Mountains. They're both signed Hayden. Nice Victorian converted oil lamp. And another nice original Victorian oil lamp. And then we've got some good quality boxed Wedgwood and Coalport and other china in amongst here, and some good old kids records and ephemera. Kids records are all Bozo approved. Another nice little water filter, white strip stone. There you go, it's got the lid, little bit of a crack down it, but here's another nice one. Some more nice speckled electric jugs. This one's got a big crack in it. Somewhere here, I haven't got my glasses on. Victorian ceramics, a couple of nice little cabinet plates and a couple of nice lidded jugs. And a nice collection at the top of Dyson, corroboree and other pattern Australian pottery, and that Guy Boyd teapot, but the handle is damaged. All right. Here's a nice big watercolour by Nathan Rich. And they've got a lovely little clock. Really nice old knife cleaner, bench mountable knife cleaner. He's a ripper. Lovely pair of, I think, I can't remember. But they're really nice, the terracotta sort of bas relief panels. There's details on the back. Really not good quality collection of glass. The big Sabino vase is a ripper, but there's a massive big bloody crack through it. This has got a big crack through it. I think that's Kralik. Not sure who the blue one is, but that's got a bit of damage as well. But it's a bloody shame about the Sabino big amber glass piece. That's pretty cool. The police preliminary breath testing station sign. Here's a pretty cool one. There's a nice little oriental pipe on a display stand with a tobacco jar, some good dolls and a nice little spinning top, looked to be pedigree. Another nice Victorian or later clear glass Epergne with this nice sort of frosted bowl. Nice little brass lamp, right, with the shade. A couple of nice bits of ruby glass. You've got that centerpiece there with that one ruby glass Epergne in it. We've put it with this nice sort of footed bowl or comport. 3 nice sets of sort of hurricane lamps. Nice with the sort of storm, you know, the big sort of deep Shades on them to put a candle in. Another nice pair of circa 1900 oils. These ones are unsigned. This is a cool little lot of Lone Star, nice little Lone Star box, the Luger presentation set. And in the set you get the Luger and the Spy pistol, but then there's these extra little bonus ones as well. Alright, collection of lamps, couple of ripping Franklin Mint die-cast Bugattis. Another nice little clock, circa 1900 give or take. Jim Beam Richmond Tigers decanter with a couple of footy magazines and books. Really nice little Victorian green glass oil lamp. Cool little lot of 1930s ceramics. He's great, the little saxophonist, real cubist. He's just a great little bit. It'll be Japanese, and you got a couple of little bonzos as well. All right, good Australian art books. Brett Whiteley and Jeff Smart. The Don. Ripping little Schuko BMW tin toy. And she's lovely as well, Art Nouveau style. All right, she just looks to be sort of like probably a resin or something like that, but your friends wouldn't know. Another nice little telephone, wall-mountable phone, little stool, and the nice corbel bookends. And this is a lovely bit, a little sort of screen there to shelter your face from the heat of the fire. It's really nice, all embroidered panel. Looks to be silk or something like that. It's beautiful inlay around the base. Probably about 1880, give or take. And another quite unusual little fold-out. Looks to be another little sort of face shield guard with a little sort of bench-mountable clamp and quite ornate sort of fold-out three-join arm on it. And that's the lovely velvet screen as well. Just unusual things. You don't see them floating around every day, so you can sit in front of the fire and you won't have your makeup run. Nice pair of the oval frame prints with the original convex glass. Good quality glass and crystal, the big Arabia platter. This big jug's an absolute ripper and some nice other little bits. 3 more nice little coloured glass handheld oil lamps. Some 1930s china, the Radford jug's really nice, but there's a star crack in it. And this is a lovely bit made in Japan, but someone's drilled a hole in it. I think they were going to turn it into a lamp, but it would have been a nice bit. Even that little platter's quite nice as well. And some more 1930s English. You got this little dessert set, Crown Ducal, which is nice with the all-over floral, with another nice little candlestick, Tuscan, and that nice little Art Deco plate. And then we've got a couple of bits of Rouge Royale with a nice sort of ruby flush cut, John Eagle Australian pottery, some nice bits of art glass. The little Murano fish has got damage on his top fin. This is quite a nice little beaten sort of arts and crafts tea set. We do have the knob, it's inside there, just needs to be glued back together again. Funny little group of Australian pottery. This big orange vase is really nice. That and this little one have got impressed marks. In fact, I think you can see the mark on that, with a little Brownie Downing wall plaque. And the other one, good quality EP&S with those lovely sort of shrike or bird knife rests, little fence post knife rests, and other good things as well. Nice pair of Stewart amber glass comports with this lovely big heavy cut crystal bowl. Then we've got nice little retro 60s planter with a cool old rug with the old price tag on it, made in Western Germany. This is a good little Singer Featherlight sewing machine. It's got all the stuff to go with it. It's in its nice little case. All the gears inside there, all the accessories and everything else. I think we had one a few weeks ago without the case. These are cool, the Fire Devil Fire Dogs. Then we've got a nice pair of Punch and Judy heavy cast iron door stops. The Quack Medicine machine, and it's got all the accessories and stuff underneath. There you go. Lovely decanter, Tantalus set. Little porcupine quill box with a couple of nice little carved African figures, but there's a couple of little quills missing here and there. Really nice old brass and Bakelite sort of decorator phone. This is a good little group lot, Carlton Wear walking wear, and then you've got another lovely little Art Deco cubist little figure, but there is damage you can see on the base of that. This is nice little Chinese carved jade probably, but once again damage on the foot. Some funny little snuff bottles, some other little figures and funny little birds, little ceramic and glass birds and stuff. Alright, then we've got some nice shaving mugs. This one's an absolute ripper. The mug and saucer, and this really unusual little Uncle Toby figural shaving mug. It's really different, but I like this little moustache cup with that zigzaggy sort of moustache protector. And then we've got R2 the book, with Archu the pottery figure, and another nice little pottery figure by the same potter. 3 nice Victorian coloured glass oil lamp bases, a couple of nice brass and copper kettles, 2 electrified oil lamp bases, they're nice with the blue glass, nice collection of Australian art books, Ginger Riley, Bridges of the Arrow, which is signed by good old Dacre Smythe, and this is a ripping book, Australian women artists from 1840 through to 1940. Really nice book, really good thing. And then what else have we got? I think there's a couple of bits in here, some ripping old rolling pins. This little one with the blue ends might be Fowler. All right, this one might be TG Green. Just a good little group lot. And then we've got a nice little Royal Albert, sort of 1930s, give or take, little sort of tea set. All right, a couple of Bing & Grundle figures, a fantastic Astor Mickey. It is in great condition in that cream Bakelite case. Really nice pair of Victorian decanters. A really nice pair of art glass vases, just nice with that sort of bulge in the middle. A couple of nice bits of green depression glass, hand-painted Victorian glass, bit of Mary Gregory. Nice collection of Ladro. I think one of the little ducks, this little one here, has got some damage on the tail, but the other one's okay and the figure's good. And then we've got this nice little collection again. These are unusual, these pair of decanters with the sort of silvered lower section, which is really quite unusual. Most of those silvered sections are up the top rather than at the bottom. And we've put it with that nice little 3-piece Bohemian ruby glass drink set. Good quality English china. All right, then we've got more good quality English china, more good art glass decanters. One of them's missing the stopper. Big collection of Royal Albert, mixed patterns and stuff. Big tea set in amongst there, it looks like, or dinner set, plus some nice little cups and saucers. And then we've got the big Royal Albert Old Country Roses dinner set as well. Nice little Japanese woodblock print. Nice collection of Victorian and other coloured glass and crystal. Big Susie Cooper, whomping big Susie Cooper set. Another nice Victorian Epergne. Fantastic, the Ram's Horn desk stand with the nice little heraldic badge there. I think it's from the Canadian Military College or something like that. It's just a fantastic bloody thing. 2 more nice bits of Victorian ruby glass. The jar's missing the handle. And these nice, a little oil lamp there with the blue glass bowl and the kookaburras around the metal base. Another nice collection of glass with this little sort of Lotz sort of style. Sort of Art Nouveau with that little sterling silver collar, but it's a little bit dinged up. The Victorian ruby glass is good. And this little sweet little all hand-painted little trinket box. Amberina glass, 2 lovely bits of hand-painted. So that's all hand-painted. I think it might be Italian, I can't remember. With that sweet little hand-painted Dalton vase. Really nice Victorian trio with that nice little door push. And it's lovely with that crane handle. Big amber glass bowl with those fantastic lion handles. I think Gail mentioned that it was German. Fantastic little Black Cat 1930s candlestick. Another fantastic big Victorian ruby glass Epergne. Lovely uranium glass jug. Big uranium glass light shade. Pair of sharp, I think, English Toby jugs, Majolica. These are fantastic, but there is damage on the handle of the of Mr. Alright, but Mrs. is pretty good. And we've got another lovely bit of Arthur Merrick Boyd and Neil Douglas, little cabinet plate or charger. But the back has been restored. Alright, but he's just a fantastic bit with the little kangaroos and the landscape there. Alright, and the last lot of the night are those bloody things. Fantastic pair of the ruby glass and gilded lustres. Absolute rippers. But there you go, guys. Heaps of good stuff. Oh, and by the way, all of this is for next week. So we'll have another bloody ripper of a sale next week. But anyway, hopefully you saw something you liked. Be good. See you around like a rissole.